And I want to talk right at the end about some criticisms to these arguments, right? Obviously, I am not the first person to make these observations. I have taken all of this from what's very, very smart people are already saying. But I do see some criticism of these arguments which I want to address, right? I want to talk about what people are saying against all of the things that I have told you before, right? About the circular investing part, the the circle jerk, right? You remember I told you about that tweet about Oracle, OpenAI, and Nvidia? Yeah. So some smartass over there said that, and this is a common narrative. I've seen this pop up repeatedly. He said, I hate to be the one that breaks this to you, but the entire global economy is a single closed system. Correct. That's very fair. The entire globally there are only so many number of people. So if you're a producer, you are also a consumer of something else, right? If you're a consumer of something, you're a producer of something else, whether it be a product or a service, right?
Or gas.
I don't know. I don't know why you thought of gas, but okay, right?
I mean, we're also consumers of so much stuff, and we produce gas and poop.
All right, but that's not the closed loop I'm talking about. Like,
That is also a closed loop you should
that
be
is also
talking
a closed
about.
loop. A circle jerk is a closed loop. A Ponzi scheme is a closed loop.
I think this is the only thing we should talk about.
Poop and gas?
Yeah.
You think
Mm-hmm.
people will listen?
Mm-hmm. You have
They
no
will
idea,
consume and
Ashmita.
then they'll poop.
Mm.
All right, we're going to come back to the other kind of closed loop, right? This extremely smart gentleman is correct that this is a closed system, but he has very clearly never paid attention in any of his economics class, right? How is the global economy a closed loop? The global economy is not a closed loop with three people buying from each other and paying each other to buy from them. That's not what is happening. It is at large every single person being a consumer of a particular product or service. And the concept of money flow or the concept of GDP, which is the where the economic activity happens, right? That one person produces or one entity produces and another consumes. That's a fucking straight line. It is a closed loop when you include multiple different product services. I am not consuming what I am producing only. That doesn't generate money flow, right? That is money fraud, very popularly so, right? But people on Twitter, anyway. So, very clearly, it is wrong. It's absolutely a wrong assumption. Please, like, read 12th grade economics books. It's a very simple concept, guys. Like,
I tried, but I didn't succeed very much.
it's
So,
fine. I mean, just Google it and read what is money flow and what is GDP. It's a very basic concept. And if you are in the
or
business of
you
money,
can ask ChatGPT.
no, fuck off. Although I think money flow and GDP is a basic enough concept to be able to explain to anybody, right? Anyhow, the other criticism that comes along is that in the beginning, every tech is expensive and then it gets cheaper. Okay. Again, a criticism that is not well thought out at all. His first thought comes into the mind and you say it like a fucking 5-year-old, right? Of course, it does get cheaper, but how does it get cheaper? Why does a tech get cheaper over a period of time? Because initially there's a lot of R&D cost that gets absorbed, and there is a lot of infrastructure cost that gets absorbed later on, right?
So,
It is
but
the
I have a
fixed.
question.
Yeah,
But if the technology is constantly evolving, the R&D is constantly happening, how will it get
correct.
cheaper?
Correct. That's what is not happening with GenAI. One, there's too much money being put into the technology itself. But let's assume that that goes away, right? That, okay, R&D comes at a place, which it does, right? R&D usually comes at a place where the initial sunk cost, massive cost, starts getting absorbed a little later, right? In this case, for more and more usage, you need more and more data centers, right? Assuming people even pay for this usage. And that is the largest chunk of the money that's going into the industry right now. So when the revenue goes up, the infrastructure cost is going up exponentially. So there's no escaping that, right?
Yep.
Also,
Yep.
what does R&D do? R&D, more and more R&D improves the tech proportionately, at least, if not exponentially. That is not happening. There's far too much money being pumped in, and there's not enough improvements. Just Google the complaints against last ChatGPT model. I had a lot of fun with this. I Googled that, and the glorious nonsense that the new model of ChatGPT is fantastic. Go on Reddit, go on all of these platforms, even the open source platforms where there are forums where people chat. Amazing stuff ChatGPT is doing, right? It's not improving. So neither is it getting cheaper to build, nor is it performing better. At least not in comparison to the massive amount of funding that is going into this. So overall, we are still fucked, right? And finally, my favorite criticism, that people start romanticizing this thing and saying that every revolutionary advancement is criticized before being accepted, right? I would just like to remind those people that as is every massive failure, right? And that every indication is towards a failure. So, like I mentioned, fiber optic cables, they were at least massively useful, but they were also massively overhyped in its time. Or the dot-com burst that happened, or the Bitcoin craze that happened, right? Or the NFTs. Far too much of the tech industry romanticizes everything and delivers very little in exchange of that. It is all vibes that they are surviving on. Okay.
That is why I think we as a country are going back because there is nothing in the future.
That
That's
is
why we're
not
going
why
back
we are
as a
going
country.
back. that is absolutely not
Our
why we are going back. We are
our
going back because we are
our lead
assholes.
our leaders are thinking way ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They've seen the
Yes.
future.
I'm telling you what they should do is they should douse all of these GPUs and servers with cow urine. Their processing speed will increase fivefold. They won't need to build new infrastructure, just start pouring cow urine
I
in all these servers, and the processing speed will increase multifold.
Oh
I think we
God.
need to start I think we need to start a signature for this. What do you call those what is that called?
Petition.
Petition. We should file a petition for this. And you'll see all these people from our country traveling to these these server servers and throwing cow urine. Imagine taking cow urine from India all the way from India to US and throwing.
That is true.
Yeah, all the cows will be dehydrated in India.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
milking urine out of them.
You guys joke, but don't say this because somebody might actually take this seriously. I wouldn't be surprised at all if cow urine is
I'll take
becoming.
full credit for
Listen,
this then. I'll take
yes,
full
if
credit for this.
listen, if they're taking urine from India and throwing somewhere in the US, I'm more than
Oh
happy if they do
my
it.
God.
Of course, they'll start with the data centers in India first, no? Wherever they are.
I don't know if they've built out data centers in India yet, but I think they
I'm
have.
pretty sure
There
there must
must
be some
be.
data
Yeah,
centers in
Yeah,
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 India
there
they
too.
have.
must be.
They also,
100%.
I mean, typically data centers needed to be physically close to wherever they were supplying the data to because,
Hmm.
it's to improve latency. I mean, to reduce latency. But you don't need that in data centers for AI, right? Because it's a few seconds of delay. You don't really care. So clearly, the criticism that is coming along, at least up until now, has been not well thought out criticism. I don't know why people are I don't know, so in support of big tech. Please understand that big tech only cares for itself and it is out to fuck us over. It has repeatedly proven so. So please just, I don't know, read a little. Like, this is very annoying. Don't get me wrong. AI does have massive benefits, right? But Gen AI, it looks like a bubble and talks like a bubble and it's definitely not the greatest invention of the 21st century. And no matter what our friend Zuck wants you to believe, Mr. Deadeye over there, it's not going to become your friend. This is a very, very dangerous precedence to set. Go out, meet some people, talk to some people, interact with actual human beings, read things written by actual human beings, and just detach yourself from this because it's a fucking bubble. There are
Even
people,
Chetan Bhagat. You can even read Chetan Bhagat for all that
I would
matter.
strongly
He's an
advise
actual
against
human
that.
being.